So please excuse my voice. I've already filmed like 3 videos today, so that's why. I've been talking a lot. Today I'm gonna do a different video to what I usually do because a lot of the times I'll film a book haul and show you new books that I get. But today it's gonna be kind of the opposite. So I'm gonna be decluttering my TBR. I have so many books that I thought I would like to read at some point and then now realize that that's probably never gonna happen. So I'm not gonna get rid of everything, obviously. There's a lot of stuff that I still very much plan on reading, but like the ones I'm getting rid of, I just really don't want to read. Like, they don't sound interesting to me at all anymore, and I question very much why I ever bought them, and yeah, I just want to get rid of them. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with a whole trilogy because this is not necessarily all TBR. I have read half of this. So this is the Slated trilogy. Slated, Fractured, and Shattered by Terry, and I've read Slated and I've read half of Fractured, and I don't know what I thought of Slated anymore. I think I liked Slated, but Fractured I got so bored with, like instantly bored. I made it to halfway through and then I was like, nope. No. So I thought it would make more sense to sell all 3 of them together because they are a series. I don't really want to sell books that I've read because they're sort of like a memento or something. Like I like to keep all of them. So I'm not selling any other like DNF books, but just because it's a series, I thought I would get rid of them together. Oh, by the way, you guys, I'm probably gonna put these books up on like an Austrian online site to sell stuff, like something, it's not eBay, but it's similar to eBay. So I'm pretty sure most of you won't be able to access that. So if any of you are interested in buying any of these, let me know. I'm probably not gonna ask too much of them. I'm probably gonna check I don't remember what they cost originally, but I'm gonna check the price of what they're now. And there's gonna be like shipping depending on where you are, but I'm definitely willing to sell these to any of you. So if you want that, let me know. But honestly, all of these are unread, untouched, except for this one. And actually, I think that this is actually signed by Terry because, yeah, there you go. This is signed. I got this at, when did I get this? What's it called? YLC in 2014. So, yeah, that's why this is signed. Just so you know, this is a signed cover. These aren't a signed copy, sorry. And these aren't signed, but I'm gonna sell them together, so yeah. Next book I want to get rid of are, again, probably, I'm not sure if I'll sell them together because they're not a complete series, but they're part of a series. It is City of Fallen Angels and City of Lost Souls. Maybe I'll also give them to my sister. She read some of these. I'll have to ask her. I'm gonna show some of these still to my sister and maybe she'll want them, so, you know, sorry she gets first pick, but after that they're free for all. These are by Cassandra Clare. They're part of the Mortal Instruments series. I stopped liking Mortal Instruments kind of after book 3. This is book 4. I started reading this and I was like, no, why did you continue this? This was a bad idea. I don't agree with that. So I'm not going to continue that either. So, get rid of it. I'm sorry, I'm still hyper. I already had food. This is post-lunch, but I'm still hyperactive. I don't know what's happening to me today. The next book, I'm very sad that I'm probably not going to read. I started reading it and I just didn't really like it that much because it was just too YA-ish for me. It is Talon by Julie Kagawa. No, why? Why is it that a book with this beautiful of a cover is just not that great? Like, look at it. You can feel it. It's like a tactile experience reading this book. And I just can't. It's just too YA. It's just too everything I don't like about YA for me. And maybe you'll love it, but I just not that big of a fan of it. The next book is kind of random. This is a French book that I just picked up because it's French. It's called La Double Vie d'un Song by Min Tran Hugh. I don't know, but she's like, I think, a Korean. What is she? Where is she born? Oh no, Vietnamese, sorry. What am I ever gonna do with that? And the next book I'm gonna get rid of is Ilona Andrews' Magic Slays. This is a Kate Daniels novel. I was kind of into a lot of Ilona Andrews' novels. They were from the Edge series. Those I really like. But this is a random one. I think that's not even the first one. This is book 5 in the series. I have not read any of the others. I just picked this up because I like the author. The next book I'm mainly not gonna read because I've seen the film like 20,000 times. This is Memoirs of a Geisha by Arthur Golden. I really like this movie, but I just don't think I want to read this thick of a book if I've already seen it like 10 times and I know everything about it and I don't need the novel. Ugh. Next I have Extras by Scott Westerfeld. Again, I have sort of read Uglies and Pretties, maybe Specials, I don't know, but I don't own them, and this is a random like version, and I think I'm kind of outside of the age range for that book anymore. Like I read it like 10 years ago. I don't think it would be interesting to me anymore to read it now, so why do I have this? Next I have a book from my mermaid obsession phase that I never really like entered deeply into. This is Lies Beneath by Anne Greenwood Brown. I just like bought random books that had to do with mermaids and then realized that this is again way too YA-ish for my liking. Again, I'm sort of growing out of that genre. Nothing against people who are like liking it. Honestly, I miss the time where I liked it, but it's just not that, like, I'm just not that into it anymore, so I'm trying to get rid of it. So this is a mermaid book, if that's something that appeals to you. Next is another hardcover. This is Rush by Eve Silver. I think this is dystopian, another genre that I haven't really, like, that I've left behind, let's put it that way. This is The Game, book 1. Apparently there's more. There's another series. So if you're like into dystopian, maybe this would be for you. But yeah, another YA, another dystopian. Why do I buy so many books like this? Hey, I'm a dystopian. This is Monument 14 by Amy Laybourne. I think I got this because somebody said it was a good book on BookTube and then I bought it based on some kind of hype. I think there was a hype around this. But yeah, another dystopian. There's like apocalyptic stuff happening in this book too. So, yay. And again, YA. Dystopian, YA. I just can't do it anymore. The next book I've had for a very long time and I just don't think I'm ever gonna read it. This is actually a German book. Well, it's not a German book, it's a German copy of a book. Like a translation. This is Ewan's Children in German by J.R.R. Tolkien. I've had this for like 15 years at least, and I just, when am I gonna read this ever if I haven't read it already? And I'm probably not gonna read it in German, so I got this while I was still reading German books, obviously, but because I was still a child at the time, but I'm just like not gonna read it, so why am I owning it? Next is a DNF. I mean, I said I wasn't gonna sell them, but this I really just disliked so much. This was Tempest Rising by Nicole Peeler. Oh my god, this book is so bad. I don't even know why anyone would buy this. I'm still gonna put it up, but I don't know why anyone would want this because it's so shit. I just like hated it so much. Jesus Christ. And then the next two books are also from that same series. I mean, these covers at least are better looking. This is Eye of the Tempest and Tempest Legacy, and I didn't even start these, I think, because when I started, this is the first of the series, and when I read this, I was like, no, God, as far away from me as possible. That shit, that I don't want to have anything to do with that. The next is a sequel that I'm selling. This is A Million Suns by Beth Revis. Probably, again, might give this to my sister because I think she read the first one. I don't really know. Where is the first one? It's up there somewhere. There are many reasons why I don't want this. First of all, it doesn't match my cover for Across the Universe, and because they discontinued it, it's like a sort of, like, this is so ugly. Number 2, it's dystopian, and it's YA. We're there again, dystopian, YA. This is Requiem by Lauren Oliver, book 3 in the Delirium series. I have Delirium, I don't have, what's it called? I just knew it. Delirium, the other one, and then there's Requiem. And I was looking for the second one for a very long time to fit my Delirium and my Requiem because of the sizing, like the size of the book. It's like usually, like, it was always taller and then I never bought it and now I just don't want it anymore. Next I have a book that I tried to read multiple times and it's just too long and just not that interesting to me. This is Elizabeth the First by Margaret George. So I like Margaret George's novels, so it's like historic fiction. Usually I read the Cleopatra one and really enjoyed it. That was for me like worth the effort of reading a book that's this long. But for Elizabeth I, I just couldn't get myself to care enough about her to like want that, and it's just so lengthy. Like how many pages? I don't even want to know, like 700 at least, and I'm never gonna read that. Like I read I think maybe half of it or a third of it and then it was just like too much. Next is Circle of Fire by Michelle Sink. Again, I don't know. I bought this randomly, probably on sale somewhere or just because I thought it looked good. But it's again not the first of a series, but it's part of a series. So I would have to buy the first one, and I never ended up doing that, so I'm gonna give this away. This series is, I think, called Prophecy of the Sisters, and I just thought that the cover looked so beautiful. Like, the woman on the cover is the most gorgeous human being ever. So, you know, she kind of looks like the Red Woman in Game of Thrones, don't you think? Next is Succubus Revealed by Rochelle Mead. I read the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead, but I never gone into this one. And again, I don't think this is the first one. Again, this is like book 7 or something, so random to pick that up like in the middle of the series. But again, it's YA, so I'm probably not gonna touch that, and don't really want to start an 8-book series anytime soon. So next I have a book that I also started and just never, you know, The False Prince by Jennifer A. Nielsen. There's still a bookmark in here. But this is sort of more middle grade, I would say, than even YA. So middle grade is even less my thing than YA. So I thought that I have no use for this either. Lastly is Hunted by PC and Kristen Cass. This is a House of Night novel. I actually have this twice. I owned one copy already and then sort of forgot that I had it and bought another one. So now I have two. That's the reason I'm selling this one. And I think I got this as like on sale or something because it has like a red line here. I don't think any of the others do. So that's the only you know, thing. But I never read this one either, so this is also basically new. So yeah, I think that's everything. I'm getting rid of so many books, and I do feel bad because there's a lot of money in these, and it's kind of so annoying to think oh, I should just have not bought it. But you know, sometimes you just don't know before going in, if you're gonna read it, what's gonna happen. So, you know, might have turned out differently if I probably read them at different times of my life as well. But a lot of these I just have grown out of and I'm never gonna read. So I don't think that they're necessarily bad books. I just don't think that they're for me anymore, that's all. So if you're interested in any of these, let me know in the comments or hit me up on Twitter or something and we can work something out. Obviously it depends where you live. If you're very far away, probably it won't be worth it because the shipping is gonna be so expensive that you might as well just go and buy a copy somewhere in a store. But yeah, you know, we never know. I just thought I'd put it out there if any of you are interested. So that was it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you ever do declutter videos of your TBRs, please send them to me because I think that's really interesting to see. Or unhauls. I love watching unhauls. It's just so much fun to see what other people are getting rid of. I don't know why. It's kind of an obsession. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to see you soon. Have a lovely week. Bye! So much. I'm incredibly happy to be reunited with them. It was